Hey guys, welcome to my Wednesday live. As you guys are jumping on, definitely say hello. Looks like things are working as they should. On Monday, we had a bit of like a technical difficulty, so kind of got me freaked out. So, morning, Nancy. Thanks for joining. So it looks like D was the very first person on. Hello. And so today, you guys, I got up this morning and I am like really focused on getting, if you know or have been following, you'll know that I have some new paint lines. Everything is currently still in boxes. I'm trying to figure out like how I want to organize it. I finally came up with a plan. Took a little bit. So I started working on that this morning and setting up a different shelving unit. Oh boy. So I always have to clean, dust, vacuum, get everything ready, redecorate, move some stuff around. I really got involved in that. And then next thing you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have my 10 o'clock live. I cannot miss out on these guys. So I didn't know exactly what I was going to do, but I recently, I say I thrifted them, but I received a phone call from a gal who used to teach my spin class, and she ended up giving me a bunch of chairs, some really cool bed frames, a couple dressers. And I thought, what a perfect opportunity. There's two matching chairs, and I'm already starting to think about my spring booths, like flipping after the holidays. So, I mean, can you believe we only have a couple more weeks and then Christmas will be done or the holidays will be done. And then we'll be thinking about all things spring, right? So because of that, I'm thinking initially I was like, oh, I should paint them red. And I'm like, no. Yes, red would probably go into like Valentine's Day and things like that. But now I'm just trying to think like proactively, what can get me through the winter months and into spring. So let's start with a paint color. Let's see who's all on. We have Stacy from Wyoming. Woohoo! Becky, she says, good morning. Penny's on. We have Nancy, country girl grandma from Oklahoma, finally catching you live. Thanks so much for joining. We have April. So glad I can catch this live. I have several chairs to do. Yes. So I am really thinking, you guys, like spring. And we had our like second snowfall and I'm already thinking spring. Oh my word. Let's see here. Grace says hello from Saginaw, Michigan. Hello. Lisa from Haley, Idaho. All right. So I was thinking to get us through like January, February, March, and then even like a springy color, I was thinking like a blue. What do you guys think about that? Becky from Bakersfield, California. Ooh. All right. So there are quite a few colors that I haven't dove into or really tested out a lot with Fusion. I love DIY paint and all that stuff, but I thought maybe I should try one of these new Fusion colors. I have so many. Oh boy, Nancy says it's 82 again today, way above our normal. Wow. I don't even know how cold it is. When I went outside to grab these, I was barefoot and I'm like, whoa, it's chilly out here. So, what are you thinking? So we have, it's probably kind of hard for you to see because I have this so bright in here. I have a couple colors. Okay, that's funny that D says, or yellow. I had a yellow here too. It's called Prairie Sunset. So I did have that one. Yes to the blue, Patricia says. Okay, I was thinking blue too. I feel like, so there's so many pretty blues. I even have a lighter blue. So here they are, the ones that I kind of picked. This one is called Willowbank. It's like a really dark, rich blue. It's very pretty. And a couple of these blues are pretty similar. Like I feel like Homestead Blue and Seaside Blue are very similar with the colors. Cambridge is a bit more rich. Chesler is more rich as well, like a darker, deeper color. And then I had to pick out French Eggshell, which is so pretty. I love it. Let's see here. Shelly says, "Hey everyone, just joining, watching while at work. Hello. Oh, it's 32 degrees here in Appleton. My mother just informed us. Okay, so all right. Well, Lisa has voted the Seaside Blue, so then we're gonna get rid of. Well, I'll put Homestead down. All right. Any other votes? We have one for Seaside. Cambridge would be really pretty and updated. Cambridge. So that's this one. So it's between those two. Nancy says, tough decision. Yeah, I know. It really is a tough decision. I'm like, I feel like this, the French Eggshell is more like, how do I want to, like, I think it would be really pretty on here too. Oh, you guys, I just thought about something. So I received a package in the mail and it was from somebody in my membership group, and she had just given me a bunch of like tissue paper that is so beautiful. I wonder if I should incorporate, well, maybe I'll save it for a different project, but from dark to light. I haven't blended yet with the Fusion paints. Because of the top coat, I don't know how well they will blend. So we have another Seaside. So there's another Seaside Blue. Dee says the French one. Anna says, first time here. I love the French Eggshell as well. I do too. I don't know, you guys. I know I had pulled out all the dark ones, and then I saw this one. Oh my gosh. Lisa says it's 32 in Idaho. The Reclaimed Ranch. Tara says Cambridge. Okay, so this one, Cambridge. Willow pink is beautiful. I want to paint kitchen, light tan, and accent with the dark blue. The chair, I would say light French Eggshell. All right, so we have a lot of people. We're right. Okay, Chesler has not even been talked about, I don't think. So let's get rid of that. So we have these three colors. I don't know. Seaside. So okay, Seaside, Cambridge. We have a couple for both. We have a nice mix of people that are wanting all of them. Something on me. All right. My decision now, right? What do I want to paint? At first I was thinking darker. So I was thinking Cambridge, because I remember like I did some chairs in like a darker blue and I really liked them. I was thinking too that if I did something really dark or like a darker blue, it can definitely, let's just do Cambridge, guys. Oh boy, making an executive decision. Let's toss some of these over here so I don't make a huge mess. All right, let me get rid of these. Okay. Oh, Mom, you should have spoke earlier. My mom said French Eggshell. All right, so we are going to be doing Cambridge. All right, let's go ahead. Ooh. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot, you guys. I should probably be watching over on that side for drips. Oh, it's so pretty. What a pretty color. Oh, let's see here. I just want to get this side. You guys are going to have to be my eyes. So I really like these chairs. They're super heavy duty. and they're just so sturdy. I actually had a set of 4 of these a while ago, and they sold right away. So when she said, "Oh, do you want these chairs?" I'm like, "Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah." They are so pretty and sturdy. All right, let's see here. All right. Robin says, "Good morning." Hey, Kristen, just hopped on, but I think you made a great choice. Oh, good. Yeah, I think I'm really liking this color. All right. And let's see here. I like the dark blue since it's different from what you've been using recently. Cambridge is very pretty, early American color. Good morning. Just got here. I think that type of chair is called a captain's chair. Oh, good to know. Yeah, it's so sturdy. And I was hoping, like, when she said, "Do you want them?" I was hoping there would be a set of 4, but there's only 2. So I want to display them somehow in front, and I'm going to probably make some pretty pillows to go with them. So I'm excited to do that. Break out my sewing machine, make some pillows. All right. Oh, Robin said her mom had these chairs in her dining room growing up. That's interesting. Yeah, I went to this gal's house, and she bought her mom and dad's house, and basically they're weaning through like everything in the house. So she just was recently married. I think she was maybe married at one point, and then they remarried. You know what I'm saying. And then so they were consolidating households into one, and she bought her parents' house, the house that she grew up in, and her dad was like some sort of mechanic, and they had this amazing like building, and so they had all of this in there. And she's like, I always watch you and what you do, and I know that you are going to do something beautiful with it. So she's like, I thought of you right away when I was going through all of it. So I'm like, oh, that's nice. The one bed, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I cannot wait to play around with that. And show you guys what we're going to do. So I'm super excited. Let's see here. All right. I just want to see if I missed anything. Good choice. Can't wait to see how it turns out. My granddaughter and I are rehabbing an old chair. First time watching for pointers. Grace. Oh, we bought my husband's house he grew up in also. Oh, that's awesome. As I age, I find it great to have a chair in my bedroom. It's easier to sit on instead of the bed when getting dressed. I know. Yes. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, I'm going to turn it so you guys can kind of see it. I'm going to move this so I don't spill. Oh, it's such a pretty color, though, you guys. I wish it's so bright this way, and I moved that light that way so you guys could see it better. Let's see. But yeah, so she, I thought it was very sweet of her to think of me. And I cannot wait to show her what I do with all of it. So the bed, I think I'm actually going to create 2 benches with the beds, or with the one bed. It's got the most beautiful spindles, and there's a headboard and a footboard. It actually looked like, from what I understand from her, it started off as like it must have been like a full, or maybe like, I don't know if they had an in between a full and a twin, but then they took they did something, or maybe it was this way, it was short. I don't know exactly, but they added to the sideboard, like the pieces that went this way, they actually created it longer. It was very different how they did it. So I'm like, well, I can do something to use that maybe for a really cool bench. You guys, I love taking old headboards and footboards and making benches with them. So, all right. What I did to prep the chair, though, just so you guys do know, I washed it really well. There was some gunk on it. So I definitely took care of that beforehand. And I'm having a hard time seeing on this side. So, did you guys hear the ambulance? Just drove by. Someone, I think last week when I said it makes me sad when I hear like the flight for life, and then somebody said, well, at least you can think that they're helping somebody. I know. I'm sad because it's just sad thinking that somebody's that hurt that they have to either get a flight for life or the ambulance. So, but yes, the hospital is semi-closed. All right, let's take a look here. Patricia says, oh, I need that color. You guys, it's so pretty. I wish that sometimes I think my lights are so bright it doesn't do it justice, but it is so, so pretty. I love it. Now I'm wishing we would have taken my hubby's parents' dining set. It was a lot like this one. Oh, yeah. So this, I think, too, if you guys think about it, it can go into like the winter months. So, I always think of like blue as like chilly, but then it can be spring, like, and then even into like the 4th of July. So lots of ways to continue to use it. Okay, I'm going to let that kind of dry. I'm going to tip it a bit, and we're going to work on some of these legs. All right. Perfect. I hear you. I used to live right by the hospital up by Yosemite. Is it Yosemite? Lots of life flights. Oh, live. Yep. So, yeah, so I've been working this morning on getting organized. I feel like I work better with organization, and like right now and here it's not that organized either, but right now I just can't slow down enough to get that all just perfect. So I'll definitely put on my go get. Oh my. I'll definitely work really hard because I want everything all cleaned up by the holidays. The holidays. Everything has to do with the holidays. Having friends over, family over. Yes. I want it all organized for that. Oh my gosh, I almost put my elbow in the blue paint down here. Not good. Okay. Oh, you guys, this is so pretty. I just want to show you. Look at that. So, so pretty. My oldest son's teacher had them say a prayer every time an ambulance went by. Oh, that is really sweet. I'd be praying a lot if I did that because there are quite a few that drive by. All right. So I am thinking, I know you guys think I distress a lot, which I do. I am thinking I'm just going to leave this as is. I'm not going to distress it. I'm just going to, kind of step out of my comfort zone because, I always like to distress and make it look worn. I say that now. Oh my gosh. We'll see. I'm going to try. I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to try to just leave it as is, make it look all perfect. And we'll see how it holds up in my booth. Because sometimes people aren't nice. And when I say they're not nice, they just do whatever the heck they want. They scratch stuff. They move stuff. They open my paint. Oh, let's see here. It looks silver with a hint of purple, but I am thinking it is blue. Oh, it does? Yeah, this is definitely blue, guys. I think it's the light. Nearly everyone had those captain chairs when I was growing up in the 70s. That they are still here 50 years later attests to how sturdy they are. Absolutely. They are very, very sturdy. Are you going to add a darker wax to deepen the color? I was just thinking about that. I actually was just thinking like maybe if I don't distress them, I do like a dark wax to them possibly. The blue is fairly dark already, but I think it would look kind of fun with a wax. Maybe just really emphasize all the, like the spindles. And so that would be kind of fun too. I do have to tell you guys, I actually was thinking at first I was going to use Sweetie Jane. I like that blue too. When I first moved into my house like years and years ago, I was really into like blues and I had a lot of like, there's a one like kind of like this blue in a way. And then I'm very changeable. So then that went to the wayside, and then I went with different colors. For a while, I was really into like reds and I don't know, all over the place. But that's what this reminded me of, kind of what my kitchen looked like. Okay, so Sonnet, what if I wanted to change this chair to counter height? What would you recommend for the legs? Oh my gosh. That is a really good question. I've never changed a chair to counter height before. Does anybody else have any recommendations? Let's see. Yes, it looks like a very grayed color. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I wish you could see. Maybe if I... Does it still look gray there? Well, it's on a brush too, but the darker wax would make it feel richer, correct? Yeah, it would. I think it would make it feel a lot richer. I will definitely be showing what I like afterwards. The befores and the afters is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. I will definitely be showing the afters. Okay, that looks good. Just want to make sure that looks good. All right. I would think that longer legs would splay out too much. You would have to accommodate for that. That's what Stephanie said. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not really sure how you would do that. I've never done that. You would have to almost get totally different legs altogether for a chair, I would think. But I don't know. So last night, you guys, since we all talked about it on my last live, I did watch somebody's auction last night. So that was interesting to see how that's all ran. I think if I were to do it in 2024, I would definitely do it on Facebook. I would do the test one first and see how that sale goes, and then go from there. But yeah, I watched it on Whatnot, right? Whatnot. So, all right, let's see here. I sold home interiors and gifts for 7 years. Talk about changing decor often. LOL. So much fun. I'm late. What brand paint are you using? I love the color. From my view, it's a grayish blue, soft and elegant. I agree with Stephanie. It would have to be a pedestal. Okay. We are using Fusion's paint. We're using, I'm playing around with it. It's called Cambridge. It's a really pretty blue. So there it is. And I was trying to see here. Yeah, so I'm going to do 2 coats on here. I'm trying to do just a really nice thin, it's got really good coverage. It reminds me, like how it's almost, I feel like it's very heavily pigmented, like kind of like DIY paint. So good coverage. You guys, I still love DIY paint. I just like playing around with all of the colors and different things. Okay. I'm like, am I making a mess? Am I making a mess here? Did I get it on me? Did I get any of the paint on me? I did not. So thank God. Okay, that looks good. I just want to fix over here. All right. I will look at comments in just a sec. Okay, got that spindle done. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. All right. It does look silver on my phone. Yeah, you guys, I am sorry. I'm going to have to play around with this lighting. I want it nice and bright in here, but it's so bright that actually I'm having a hard time painting back here. So maybe if I add some lighting back here or something, it will change the whole effect. I'll have to watch a YouTube video on lighting or consult a lighting expert. I would have to paint the paint all over me. I actually am pretty good, but my husband always does say that's like your new shirt. Why are you wearing that? I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. Get any paint on me. Later on, though, I'll find one little drip somewhere. But oh yeah. So it's funny. It's like, that's why you can't have anything nice, honey, because you're always painting in your good clothes. I'm like, oh, because I always think I'll just do it really quick. And then I end up getting paint all over me. Or on me, I should say. Not really all over. But I'm pretty good. So, all right. Kathy says, good morning. I'm sorry I'm late. That's okay. It looks blue to me. Very pretty. Awesome. Good. I went shopping with paint on my arm. LOL. That's awesome. Oh, gosh. I'm trying to remember what I had on. I had something on my face, and I was with my daughter, and we were in the store. We came out, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and I'm like, Caitlin, why wouldn't you tell me I had something on my face? She goes, you had something on your face? I'm like, yeah. Why wouldn't you tell me? Well, I didn't see it, Mom. I'm like, really? People are probably like, what in the world is going on with that lady? Let's see. Let me just finish that up. All right. Oh my gosh. Sherry says, watching on my TV while trying to clean the house with two 70-pound dogs under my feet constantly. It's usually the grandbabies, except I'd rather have the babies here. Haha. Because then I wouldn't be cleaning either. Love that color. Thank you. That's funny. Yes, my Lily, she's my lab. She like follows me around like a stray dog. Like I don't know if she thinks I'm leaving her. I'm like, Lily, I am not going anywhere, girl. Like, I go upstairs. She follows me upstairs. Everywhere. But like, you are something else, girl. I get so messy it bleeds to my bra. That's funny, April. Oh my gosh. That has not happened to me. Thank goodness. All right. So what should we do Monday? Let's talk about Monday's video, since this was kind of like a last minute. Let's just do something because I wanted to hang out with you guys. You know, I love just hanging out. So what do you think we should do Monday? I don't know. I was trying to think of something fun. Do you guys want me to show you guys anything, or? I watched Debbie Beard's video today when she sprayed. So she took her new Painterly paints and she almost like dyed some little faux Christmas trees. I thought it was so fun. I'm really loving Painterly. I cannot wait to play around with it a little bit more. It's so pretty. For a second, I thought I had some of it on me. Watching and writing Christmas cards. Aww. Sheila says, jewelry. Are there any last minute Christmas projects you want to finish or try? I don't know. Not really. I'm feeling slightly overwhelmed. And when I feel overwhelmed, you guys, then like I feel like my creative juices are kind of like not so good. So that's why I'm like, okay, I have to get these boxes all. I mean, I feel like my house has become a warehouse. It's not good. I'm like, I have to get organized. I have to. My daughter actually said, Dad, I think she needs a warehouse. I'm like, nope, I just need to get some shelves up and then it'll be better. But that is going to happen today. Let's see here. Just whatever you feel inspired to do would be good with me. Okay. Awesome. I just like hanging out with you guys. I get a lot done and I like chatting. So that's good. I have. All right. Oh my gosh. Is this not looking, well, you guys can't see the legs, but like, oh, it looks so pretty, you guys. I love it. I just love it. Oh, then keep it simple and just chat. We could just chat. I love painting and chatting. So today was just perfect. Because I said to my mom, I'm like, I don't know what to do today. I feel like I almost forgot about you guys. I felt terrible. But so I quick threw together the event, and I always make my cover photos in the system, and it kicked me out and it said I needed to enter my password, and every password I entered was not right. So looks like I will not be using that anymore because I had tried to have them send it to me and like reset my password. That didn't work. So, all right, that's looking good. Oop, missed a. Guys, you're supposed to tell me I missed a spot down here. No, you guys can't see it. All right. All right. Everybody's loving it. Well, that's good. I think it looks so good. Okay. Yeah, I think it looks really, really good. I like how the Fusion paint has like kind of like a, I wonder if it's like a self leveler in it. I spilled my paint. Because not very many brush strokes, which I like too. Especially if I'm not going to distress it and I'm going to leave it as is. Say that now. We'll see if that happens. I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't know yet if that will happen, but I'm leaning towards that we're going to not distress. All right, Sonnet, your sense of humor is a hoot. One of the reasons we love you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I felt I never want to ever feel like I say anything like when people make comments and things like that on my Facebook page or even on on YouTube or Facebook. There was, you guys, this happened when I was so exhausted. It was the recap video for my flannels. And I had made a reel. And on the reel, I asked the question about, have you ever wondered what 400 flannels look like? And a lady wrote, no, I haven't. And so on the recap video, I kind of like laughed about it. And I said, then why even respond? Like if you haven't, I guess I was just exhausted. And I recently had a comment saying that I trashed that lady. And I'm like, really? I don't feel like I did. I would never say anything bad about anybody. And I think I was just kind of like laughing about it and kind of making fun, but I was never trashing her. So the girl that made this comment said she was unsubscribing because she was afraid I was going to trash her. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would never do that. So I just am like, maybe it was a bad day for her, is what I kept thinking. So I'm like, okay. I was going to respond, and then I just decided, you know what? No matter what I say, she's not gonna not like what I say. So I didn't say anything at all. Sometimes that is better, just not to comment. So that's what I did. All right, I bet underneath the spindles, I still have a little bit I probably need to do. But they are looking really good. The top is done. I want to get the spindles up here and the arms done here. Let's see here. Let's look at some comments. Let's see here. Don't know if it does have a self-leveling agent in it, but it does self-level out very nicely. Miles said that. Yes, it does. I really like it. So I think that will be good. And then Country Girl Grandma says, it's amazing how family can look right at you, but don't see you. Are you getting Painterly? I would love to see it used more. Yes, I do have Painterly. And well, maybe I could do something with Painterly on Monday. I did use it. I was like, okay, I am like working on Christmas and stuff or the holidays. And then I made those doors. I took those doors and I did some decoupage to them. And I used them in I used Painterly in one of my videos. So I sort of played around with it, but it's so new that I'm like, okay, I know it's like an artistry paint. I know it's consistent with like how the clay-based paint works, where you can blend with it. So I'm like, okay, I'm really excited about it. But when it's a new product and you've never played around with it, you kind of get nervous too. So I'll play around with it on Monday. Shelly goes, wow, that's insane. People are so uber sensitive and just looking for a chance to be offended. Yeah. You guys, I know. So I just was like, I was gonna say something, like I was gonna just like because I honestly had to go back and rewatch the video because I was like, first of all, I'm like, did I comment? I'm like, no, I was so busy back then. Like it was during the summer when I was getting ready for Cranberry Fest. I didn't have a lot of time to make comments. So then I'm like, oh, it must have been something I said on my video. Like, oh gosh. So believe me, guys, I never want to say anything bad. But that's okay. All right, I'm going to finish painting the fronts of these spindles here. Then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to paint the back because sometimes when you're painting the fronts, the backs get a little bit of drippity drips. So you always want to make sure. And I should actually have had my other paintbrush out. So Fusion has, I love how DIY has their new paintbrush with the tip. Fusion has one too. And it's perfect, for getting into all those details. So I love it. I'm just going to get this. Let's see here. I just hopped on. What paint are you using? So we are using Fusion Cambridge. Sorry, maybe a blessing. Right. We know you aren't a hurtful person. Please try not to worry about it too much. No, I know, but I always feel bad when somebody, I just don't like to, yes. Sometimes I try not to let things bother me too, but yeah, people are overly sensitive these days. I would have to agree with you. Painterly is the new artist paint line from DIY. Oh, what is Painterly? Yes, Painterly is the new artist paint line, and it blends beautifully with the clay-based paint. So you can like incorporate it. It's kind of, there's some of the colors are very, very vibrant, but they're so pretty too. So what I did in my video on, let's see, what day is it today? Today is Tuesday. So it must have been 2 days ago. It must have been Friday's video. I have to remember, everything's kind of blending, but I actually blended it with the DIY clay-based paint. And then what I probably should have used a misting bottle to blend it a little bit more, which that was one of the tips that I talked about. And then what I did to kind of tone it down, because I think some people are going to be afraid of some of the really vibrant colors, is I used the DIY dark wax. So I applied the clear wax first, then I used the dark wax, and it just really, you got that vibrancy, but it tamed the colors down just a tad, which I really liked. Because, I love color too, but like I said, there's a few that are really, really vibrant. But I think there's two of them that I love everything turquoise. So Dreamville, I think, is the color of one of them that I really like. And then I'm trying to remember the other one. I still am trying to get that all down, guys. Not responding to those that are looking for some drama is the best response. I agree. Oh, Joan. Hey, Joan, my mother-in-law says, makes me wish I would have kept my old kitchen set. Love the color. Thank you. It's Wednesday. Yeah, it is Wednesday. like I said, the days of the week are kind of meshing. Lots of projects going on. Lots of projects. I still have to finish decorating the tree, guys. All right. So looks like I have to touch up on that first spindle and then on the spindle. All right. Wow, I'm so lucky today. I have my mom on, or had my mom on. I don't know if she's still on. My mom and my mother-in-law. So fun. Stephanie goes, we know you're a very busy woman. Yes, that's okay. I know. Okay, so I was cleaning off the area that I used as my desk for when I had my daytime job. I'm like, okay, I'm getting rid of the desk. That's the area where I'm putting my new shelving rack and all that good stuff. And all of a sudden I look, I'm like, oh my gosh, there was a calendar. I left that job on May 5th of this year. There is a calendar from May. Like, I have not even been back in there by that desk. And I'm like, wow. So then I was like, oh, it's been 6 months. And so I called my mom. I'm like, it's been 6 months since I left my job. And then my mom, I hear her like counting and she goes, actually, it's been 7. I can't even count, you guys. So it has been 7 months since I left that daytime job to do this now full time. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Okay, I want to fix this. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, so, oh, you guys, the spindles look so good. I love them. I think that looks so good. And you guys, I have been really obsessed with all the dark wax. So like the dark oil wax from Sweet Pickins, which is this. That has been like awesome. I've also been using the clear and the dark wax from DIY. I just really like how, like even on here, I think it will just pull out, like all the detail in the spindles. So I really think that's going to look good if I use it. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. Penny says, I really like your lives when you pull from your stash. My stash, you guys. I'm cutting myself off. My husband is going to probably like jump from joy. I am not going. I'm going to go on a thrifting hiatus for a little bit. I'm going to work through my stash. So if you guys followed me last year, like end of December, January, I was really trying to get organized and work through what I have. And that's what I'm doing this year as well. So sometimes you just got to do that. But I definitely need to do that. And I always have really good intentions to finish stuff or do stuff right away. And then, life gets in the way or life happens and it gets forgotten about. So I watched, I think, from what I gathered, I was watching Jamie Ray Vintage, and it sounds like when her and Zeb go thrifting, like I noticed this before they went on their trip, she was like, we want to get this all painted. So I wonder if whatever they thrift, when they go live for like 1 or 2 hours or whatever they do, I don't know if they just try to complete as much, like complete it right away. I mean, that is the way to do it. Unlike me. I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. Or like I have an idea and then I feel like I'm not inspired at that point. So I think if I have an idea, I'm just going to go roll with it. Maybe I could do something like that on a live. All right. It's going to need a second coat. Yes, I think it will need a second coat. The coverage is really good, but I think I'm going to just do a second coat, but I'm going to let it dry really thoroughly and then do a second coat. Hey, Misty, that's okay. We're painting. We're using Fusion's paint called Cambridge today. We are painting, well, we got almost a portion of this chair done. It's almost done. And just pulling stuff out of my stash to work on. Try some new stuff. So, okay. So you guys think we should do paint early on Monday? Should I try to figure something out for that? I'll think about it it'll give me a couple days to figure out what I want to. Probably should not be standing like this. I could see myself getting injured. You do not need me injured, you guys. All right. I hate when I have an idea and then set the project aside and forget my idea. Right. Like when I'm thrifting and I'm like, oh gosh, I could do this. That's why I think like if I would do it right away, it probably would be a whole lot better. Love the Cambridge color. Great choice on it. I found a set of these same chairs and cut them up for the spindles. Your chair is in much better shape. I did that last year where my mom, they were very similar to this. And my mom said, oh, the chairs, they're over on this road. You should go grab them. So I grabbed them. I went all in because I'm like, as I was picking them up and putting them in my vehicle, I realized they were not in that great of condition. So in the end, oh my gosh, I just touched that. Thank God that was almost dry. In the end, they were not in that great a condition. So I did cut those up for the spindles. So I understand completely. All right, we're going to paint the back here. Shelly says, I do that all the time. Kelly, so she must cut up chairs too all the time. Yep, you got to repurpose and use the spindles or do whatever. I love it that it's not going to the dump. It's being reused, or reloved for other projects. So that's great. I have so many projects started. I have to stop making new ones until I finish a few. So hard since there's so many cool Christmas things to make. Yes. We actually talked about that in my group last night about trying to finish projects before we start more. And because we were talking about different goals. And so, yes, we are definitely, or that is like definitely something I could even do a live about. Let's finish all these projects because that's why like on these lives, I really make a huge effort because if I tell you guys, I'm going to show you what the finished project looks like. I make a huge effort to actually finish the project. So really holds me accountable. I like it. All right. I got the same exact chair for the spindles, but the chair was in terrible shape. Oh, yes. I know. I just can't cut apart a good chair. If the chair is in cruddy shape, absolutely. But if it's in good shape, then I try to save it. So, all right, did I miss anything? No. Let's see here. I'm going to turn it again. We're almost, I need to do the underside of that and then the underside of those. So what I will do, I am going to let this all dry a bit, and then I'm going to come back, paint that, grab the second chair, wash that all up, and then get those painted. I think these would look so good with I'm trying to think what kind of fabric. the pinstripe. I have this like really pretty blue pinstripe fabric. That would look really pretty. Okay. From what I see, I think I got it all. You guys probably will be able to see something that I missed before I see it. Because like I said, the lighting is kind of weird. All right. I am going to grab a plastic baggie. I'm going to close this up and we're going to chat for a minute. All right. So if you're jumping on late, I'm like, what is on? I don't want to get it on me. All right. If you're jumping on late, we just redid this chair with Fusion Cambridge. What a beautiful blue. I am still on the fence about adding some dark wax to it. I, at this point, am not going to distress it, guys. I'm going to try to hold myself accountable and not distress it, which is fine. So I'm going to let this dry really good. Then I'm going to paint the underside, make sure underneath the spindles are painted. It's my biggest pet peeve when people don't paint the underside of the spindles or up here. I want to paint that. I am leaving the bottom of the chair as long as I do a really nice clean finish around the edges and stuff. I try to leave that just bare wood because nobody is really going to see the whole underside. But if I get a little sloppy, then I finish it off. There's a spot in the back. Okay. I'll find it. Okay, I almost fell over. Kelly says, I love the idea of the dark wax. Let's see. I'm trying to, did I miss a whole bunch of comments that, oh my gosh, we all probably have PhDs, projects half done. That is the best. I love that. We all have PhDs. Yes, absolutely. I got a chair like this from a thrift store for $5. Amazing condition, but incredibly thick and latexy paint job. I've been sanding it. Was going to leave it as wood, but might paint it. Oh, that's not fun. I hate sanding. The Cambridge looks great. Maybe for the next, pull 3 or 4 things from your stash and flip them for after holiday decor. It's always a challenge to find winter, but not Christmas decor. Good idea. That might be good. Yes, I like it. We should, I know everybody's really talking about Christmas and holidays, and I'm doing the 25 days of handcrafted holidays, but on my lives doesn't mean I have to continue to do that. I can, we can like start going forward with some spring, some like January to March. So that might be fun. I like it. So let's see here. Maybe bring a few ornaments or small frames to test out painterly, then print out fun sayings to put in the frames would be a cute little display. Oh, that's a really good idea. And you guys know how much I love frames. Oh my gosh. I just went into my like area and I'm like, I have so many frames. I literally, when I'm at the, I don't even know, like I'm sure that there's so many that just go to the wayside. Like every time I'm at the bins, I grab the most amazing frames. I cannot believe these people toss these beautiful frames out. I always think like, what am I going to do with them all? But I actually have another idea for the frames as well, but I don't know how. I mean, I'm getting them at the bins. So if I get a bunch of different ones, it's more of like an outside decor project for my yard. And I thought it'd be kind of fun. So we'll see. Again, that's more of like a spring thing. But I'm always thinking, you guys. Had to have eye surgery this morning and just got home. We'll have to watch the replay. Oh my gosh, Deb. You're dedicated. Eye surgery and you're on here. Oh my gosh, I hope all went well too. All right, let's see here. Better late than never, more than finished ones. Okay. All right. So I have a bunch of ideas then for Monday, you guys. Deb says her eye surgery went well, so that's good. I'm so happy to hear that. And thanks for joining. Even though you are a little late, that's okay. You just had eye surgery. So, all right, I am going to finish these up. I will definitely post them in like the next day or two. This is already really dry. So I'm going to let this dry, grab the other one, get that painted, get my area. I'm going to start trying to get that all organized. So, thanks, Kristen, for joining. She says, always wonderful to listen and watch you. Oh, well, thank you. So you guys have a great day. Friday, I still have no idea what I am going to be doing for the 25 days of handcrafted holiday, but something fun. Today's video too, or like I'm doing reels on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I do full videos on Mondays and Fridays for the 25 days. So in case you're wondering where those other little videos are, I'm just doing like mini little tips and tricks and projects in reels and shorts. So just so you guys are aware. Shelly says, loved your flip on the Merry and Bright frame. Oh, thank you. Another frame that was in my stash, you guys. And I kind of started freaking out when, if you watch the video, it really chipped off of the frame. I went back in and I just re-added more of that milk paint. And honestly, it turned out amazing. I love it. I cannot wait to get it up on my wall. All right. Well, we'll see you guys on Monday. Well, hopefully Friday if you watch my full video, and then we'll see you Monday for my next live. Have a great week, and we'll see you then. Bye.